The following video is a work of fiction, and is strictly for joking purposes and entertainment materials. Any correspondence to real-life events, individuals, or entities is purely coincidental. This presentation contains loud sounds that may be disturbing to some viewers. This presentation contains valid or invalid tones. Misuse of these tones is a felony, and can put you in a lot of legal trouble, such as a criminal charge for disturbing the peace, a big fine, or hell, even jail time. The content creator, which is me, will not be held responsible for any misuse of these tones, or any of your idiotic actions or the decisions you choose to make. Viewer discretion is advised. Now sit back, relax, grab your favorite snack and drink, turn off the lights, and last but not least, enjoy the video.
The following message is transmitted by the request of the Kansas City Police Department. Residents in the city of Kansas City and the surrounding areas, lock all of your doors and windows immediately. An extremely dangerous situation is currently occurring in the city of Kansas City, Missouri. At approximately 3:33 p.m. Central Standard Time, it has been reported that an armed individual or individuals are currently roaming around in neighborhoods in the city of Kansas City and is currently opening fire on civilians. The intention of these attacks, names of individual or individuals, appearances, and identification of suspects currently unknown at this time. All residents in the Kansas City area is strongly advised to remain indoors at this time. In addition, several people have been either injured or killed by one or more of these individuals. Do not approach this individual or individuals, as they are extremely armed and dangerous. If you happen to see these individuals in your local area, contact 9-1-1. However, if there's a 9-1-1 outage, call the emergency number 816-234-5000. Repeating, if you happen to see these individuals in your local area, contact 9-1-1. However, if there's a 9-1-1 outage, call the emergency number 816-234-5000. Tune to local outlets when they become available on this extremely dangerous situation.
Good afternoon. This is SOX for Kansas City, serving the Kansas City area. We have a developing situation happening right now in our area. Apparently, an armed individual or armed multiple individuals are currently roaming around multiple neighborhoods in the city of Kansas City, opening fire on innocent people and shooting everyone they see in their path. It is currently unknown how many individuals are there at this time. In addition, several innocent people have been either injured or killed by these individuals or individual. The Kansas City Police Department is asking all residents to remain indoors, with doors and windows locked or even barricaded to prevent these individual or individuals breaking into your home. If you see one or more individuals in your area, immediately dial 911, but from a safe distance. We have a reporter live near the neighborhood where the shooting took place. How? That's the situation over there, Thomas.
I live very close to the site where this deranged maniac is wreaking havoc. It is absolutely terrifying. And yes, it's only one person. This individual was seen shooting and killing at innocent people and attacking anyone they see in their path. They were also seen planting bombs inside people's homes and vehicles, causing them to explode in the process. Many people are running for their lives as this individual begins their killing spree through the city of Kansas City. The identity of this individual and their intentions are currently unknown at this time, but the Kansas City Police Department and the FBI are investigating this situation further. Unfortunately, several people have been severely injured or killed by this individual, and more fatalities are expected to follow as time goes on, as I don't see this individual ending their attacks anytime soon. Residents in Kansas City are strongly advised to stay indoors and lock all windows and doors to prevent this individual from entering your home. This is an extremely dangerous situation, and needs to be taken very seriously. Back over to you, Albert. Oh, I forgot to add something. People are scared shitless, that people are literally finding shelters. This is just. I cannot describe this man, but for real this time. Back over to you, Albert.
Wow, that's a pretty detailed description of how people are currently reacting to this shocking and disturbing situation. This is very scary stuff to say the least. Residents in Kansas City, please stay safe out there. This is Albert, from Fox 4KC News. We now return to regular scheduled programming.
KCHZ Ottawa, Kansas City, a Cumulus station. From the Big Lot Car Credit Studios. Visit us today at biglotcars.com. All the hits.
All the hit music.
Hit music. Hit music.
One station.
So good. Kansas City.
Enrique Iglesias. Pitbull. Y'all know what time it is. We gon' set it off tonight. Just so. Set the club on fire. Just so. Enrique. Holla at him like.
Girl, please excuse me if I'm coming too strong. But tonight is the night we can really let go. My girlfriend's out of town and I'm all alone. Your boyfriend's on vacation and he doesn't have to know, no. What can do the things I'm gonna wanna do, you know. Shout around, scream aloud, and let me hear you go. Baby, I like it, the way you move on the floor. Baby, I like it, come on and give me some more. Oh yes, I like it, screaming like never before. Baby, I like it, I like it. Party, come on, fiesta, forever. Girl, please excuse me if I'm misbehaving. Oh, I'm trying to keep my hands off, but you're begging me for more. Round, 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 baby, low, low, low. Let the time pass, 'cause we're never getting old. Oh, oh. No one can do it better. Turn around, I'll give you no. Oh, oh. Shout aloud, scream aloud, let me hear you go. Baby, I like it, the way you move on the floor. Baby, I like it, come on and give me some more. Oh yes, I like it, screaming like never before. Baby, I like it, I like it.
Go DJ, that's my DJ. I'm a Miami boy, you know how we play. I ain't playing with you, but I wanna play with you. Get me, got me good. Now watch me. It's a different species. Me and DC, let's party on the White House lawn. Tiger Woods times Jesse James equals Pitbull all night long. Wake up Barack and Michelle, let them know that it's on. Pa' fuera, a la calle. Dale mamita, tírame ese baile. Dale mamita, tírame ese baile. I see you watching me, you see me watching you. I love the way you move. I like them things you do like.
Don't stop, baby, don't stop, baby. Just keep on shaking your love. I won't stop, baby, won't stop, baby, until you get enough. Party, club, fiesta, forever.
Law enforcement warning. The following message is transmitted by the request of the Kansas City Police Department. At approximately 4:45 p.m. Central Standard Time, the suspect was last seen at the Lee Summit Municipal Airport with blood covering his hands and face. Police officials over 20 minutes ago went inside and found everyone brutally murdered with their heads cut open or decapitated from their bodies, huge stab wounds, and gunshot wounds to the chest and or skull. In addition, the suspect is still not yet identified. The suspect has been seen carrying large knives and semi-automatic rifles such as a machete, a gas-powered chainsaw, an AR-15 shotgun, and an AR-15 rifle. All residents within a 5 to 10 mile radius of Lee Summit Municipal Airport is strongly advised to stay away from the area and remain indoors with all doors and windows closed and locked. Lee Summit Municipal Airport has been closed and shut down until further notice as police have begun investigating the situation. No one is allowed in this area except for emergency services and police. You are caught or go near this area, you will be arrested and charged with a misdemeanor. If you see this suspect in your local area, immediately call 9-1-1, but from a safe distance. The current location for the suspect is unknown at this time, but it is believed that they are still anywhere between Lee Summit and Kansas City. Do not approach this suspect. I repeat, do not approach the suspect. This suspect is considered extremely armed and dangerous. An encounter with this suspect will almost certainly result to a 95 to 100% chance of an extreme, slow, agonizing, and painful death. Stay tuned for updates on this situation.
This is KMBC 9 News. I'm Kevin Rollins, and we currently have more breaking news regarding the mass killing spree across the city of Kansas City. At approximately 4:45 p.m. Central Standard Time, the Kansas City Police Department found literally everyone brutally and gruesomely dead at Lee Summit Municipal Airport. It has been confirmed that this is the work of the suspect who was previously roaming around in the city and different various neighborhoods of Kansas City, shooting and killing everyone they see in. Their path with an AR-15 and planting bombs on cars and inside people's homes. The KC police have said that people were killed by their heads being cut open or decapitated, massive stabs from presumably a machete, and gunshot wounds to the chest or skull. Lee Summit Municipal Airport has been closed as police and emergency services are at the scene and investigating this situation. The suspect has escaped following this massive attack and is presumed to be in Kansas City at this time. Residents within a 5 to 10 mile radius are being told to remain indoors with all doors and windows locked. No one is allowed in this area except police and emergency services only as they begun an investigation. If you intervene or go near this area, you will be arrested and charged with a misdemeanor as a result. If you see this suspect in your local area, immediately call 911, but from a safe distance. Live in Lee's Summit, Missouri near the airport is Philip Bowen. Philip, what's going on?
Thanks, Kevin. I'm live near the Lee Summit Municipal Airport, and man, this is an extremely gruesome, deadly, and devastating time for hundreds of family members. Around 5 minutes ago, police have officially begun an immediate investigation into this massacre of the airport, just like how this suspect managed to get into the airport with weapons, even though weapons are prohibited on the property. The death toll is possible around 195 to 200 people. That include workers, managers, and travelers. The airport has been shut down until the ongoing investigation is concluded. The police and emergency services are not allowing the public in the area at this time, Kevin. And to the people that are listening to us, I've been told that the airport is a bloody mess. Looks like something out of a horror movie, and decapitated heads everywhere. This is something like out of a real-life horror movie. This suspect is literally anywhere in Kansas City right now as we speak, or as I speak. I cannot believe this shit is still happening. This is a message to this suspect. You will be punished by the wrath of God. Now back over to you, Kevin.
Thanks, Philip. Wow, this is just horrible here. This mass killing and shooting must be stopped. My thoughts, prayers, and condolences goes out to the victims that were killed in this heartbreaking and devastating tragedy. Man, you can't even have fun anymore. Why is this still happening and we're in 2023? Especially on Christmas Eve. We are about to be in 2024 in a matter of 8 days, and something needs to change. And this suspect needs to be stopped now, or they will cause more harm than good. Everyone, please stay safe, lock your doors, stay vigilant, and most importantly, pray for Kansas City, Missouri. We will provide more breaking news updates on this situation when they become available. Please try to enjoy the rest of your Christmas Eve, and hopefully, this suspect will be arrested tomorrow on Christmas Day. In addition to what is currently going on, there are rumors and speculation that the NFL is in talks about postponing the Christmas Day game tomorrow between the hometown Kansas City Chiefs going up against the Las Vegas Raiders, but it currently has no confirmation about the NFL canceling the game or not. We now return to regular programming.
The following message is transmitted by the request of the Kansas City Police Department and the National Center of Missing and Exploited Children. This is a statewide Amber Alert for the entire state of Missouri. Police are looking for 6 children that have been abducted from their homes in the city of Kansas City, Missouri. The first child is Jillian Everly, a white female, 6 years old. Date of birth, July 17, 2017, or 7/17/17. Height, 3'9", weighs 60 pounds, with dark blonde hair and green eyes. She was last seen wearing a Hello Kitty shirt, a pink sweater, blue jeans, with pink Skechers light-up shoes. The second child is Don Williams, an African-American male, 9 years old. Date of birth, July 26, 2014. Height, 4'6", weighs 80 pounds, with dark brown hair and brown eyes. He was last seen wearing a Spider-Man t-shirt, black pants, and black Air Jordans shoes. The third child is Tori Anderson, a white female, 12 years old. Date of birth, November 11, 2011, or 11/11/11. Height, 5'3", weighs 95 pounds, with dirty blonde hair and blue eyes. She was last seen wearing a Paw Patrol sweater, a pink toboggan, glasses, a necklace, with purple socks but no shoes. The fourth child is Sam Rodriguez, a Mexican male, 13 years old. Date of birth, October 10, 2010, or 10/10/10. Height, 5'5", weighs 110 pounds, with black hair and brown eyes. He was last seen wearing a dark blue shirt, camo shorts, and red shoes. The fifth child is Marshall Sands, a white male, 15 years old. Date of birth, August 8, 2008. Height, 5'6", weighs 145 pounds, with blonde hair and hazel eyes. He was last seen wearing a white Adidas shirt, a black hoodie, sweatpants, and white Adidas shoes. The sixth and last child is Sky Davenport, a mixed ethnicity female, 17 years old, born April 6, 2006. Height, 5'9", weighs 112 pounds, with auburn hair and light blue eyes. She was last seen wearing a three-piece necklace, a black tank top, pink and black leggings, and pink New Balance tennis shoes. These children have been abducted by the individual that has been causing a massive killing spree in the city of Kansas City and killed everyone at Lee's Summit Municipal Airport. In addition, the suspect has been finally identified by the media as well as the police. The suspect has been identified as Richard Moore, or simply Rick Moore, also known as Rick the Mullet Man. A white male, place of birth, Independence, Missouri, age 49, date of birth, November 19, 1974, height, 6'6", weighs 195 pounds, a brown-haired mullet with brown eyes, and has a visible mustache. Rick was last seen wearing a plain black t-shirt, a bulletproof vest, black khaki pants, black work shoes. The suspect also has a slim build. The suspect is believed to be driving his 1995 Ford F-350 dually power-stroke turbo diesel with license plate SKI 816. He is currently taking the children to an undisclosed location. These children are in grave and extreme danger. This individual has also a history with the police, as he has been charged with domestic violence, assault, and possession of weapons in the past. This individual possesses a machete, a gas-powered chainsaw, an AR-15 shotgun, and an AR-15 rifle. Apparently, Rick is looking for a 74-year-old man named Frank Garrett, who supposedly lives in Kansas City, Missouri, and has threatened to kill everyone including Frank, and claims that he will not stop his killing spree until his mission is complete, even if it takes him until 2024 to track him down all across the United States. If you have any information about the suspect, the vehicle, or the children, call 911 immediately. Do not approach this individual, as an encounter with this suspect will result in a slow, painful, and agonizing death. Please stay tuned for more information on this dangerous situation. This message will repeat in 1 minute. an administrative message from the Kansas City Police Department. The Amber Alert that was issued in the state of Missouri over an hour ago has expired. 6-year-old Jillian Everly, 9-year-old John Williams, 13-year-old Sam Rodriguez, and 15-year-old Marshall Sands that were abducted by the extremely dangerous individual that has been causing a massive killing spree throughout the city of Kansas City by Richard Moore, or simply Rick Moore, have been gruesomely and brutally murdered. The only two children that escaped were 12-year-old Tori Anderson and 17-year-old Sky Davenport, as they had let themselves free and ran away as fast as they could, and spotted police nearby. As for the four children, 6-year-old Jillian Everly, 9-year-old John Williams, 13-year-old Sam Rodriguez, and 15-year-old Marshall Sands, their bodies were found near Westport Roanoke Casey Parks Community Center. The four children had been laced with a drug, were stripped, and once they were knocked unconscious, they were completely stabbed to death and had their heads blown clean off by an AR-15 shotgun. In addition, Rick Moore has escaped Westport Roanoke Casey Parks Community Center without being spotted, and his current location is unknown at this time. Repeating, the four children have been brutally killed, and the Amber Alert that was issued in the state of Missouri over an hour ago has expired. Please stay tuned for more information on this devastating and tragic situation.
I don't know why this man is killing many innocent people, but I did receive some information about this man and his identity. This man has been identified as Richard Rickler, or Rick, or better known as Rick, the Mullet Man. He's a white male. Place of birth, Independence, Missouri. 48 years old. Date of birth, November 17th, 6'6". Weighs 195 pounds. Brown eyes, with dark brown hair, with a long mullet hairstyle. Black work shoes, and is carrying an AR-15 rifle. Pants, black work shoes, and is carrying an AR-15 rifle. He is also driving a 1995 Ford F-350. Apparently, Rick the Mullet Man was the victim of a series of prank phone calls. He is famous for challenging a 72-year-old man named Frank Garrett to come to his home, and gives his full address, stating that he will be ready with his AR-15. Rick's personality reflects a lot of the traits people associate with rednecks. He is quick to anger. His speech is vulgar and sometimes racist. He speaks in a Midwestern accent that some people say sounds hillbillyish. Therefore, the internet has made him into a redneck character. His soundboard loaded with profanity, death threats and violence holds the infamous distinction of spring multiple police investigations and short exposes of the soundboard prank call community on local Fox News channels. Here is a depiction of Rick. As you can see, this is what he looks like. John, is it okay I play a sample of a video I did research on?
Yes, Lisa, but please aware that profanity must be censored because we are on the air, and we don't want to get in any sort of trouble.
Okay, John. I'd made sure of that. Please take a listen to this sample.
I think I'll get AR-15 and shoot your fucking old busher ass right there in Spencer Street. Now go ahead and get yourself.
Wow. Just wow. That's really all I can say. This guy is extremely angry, and I think he will cause a rampage looking for one person. Everyone, please stay safe out here. I hope Rick turns himself into the police, otherwise it is going to be a very disastrous out.
Hey, eat me, you cocksucker. Hey, fuck you. Hey, just fuck you. I'm doing the talking now, you motherfucker. Hey, look, you dickless piece of fucking shit. I'm gonna ride up there to fucking Independence, and I'm gonna blow your fucking ass away. You got that, you motherfucker? Hey, fuck you, you cunt. How did I know it was you? I got your fucking name and your address. I got your zip code, you stupid piece of shit. I can't understand you. Go ahead. What'd you say again now? I didn't call your house. I got your fucking address, and I will be calling you fucking here in a few hours.
Rick walking up to someone's house.
I'm gonna fucking shoot your fucking brains out.
Who in the hell is this and why are they banging on my fucking door? Hello? Who's at the door? Are you serious? Nobody? I thought I could have sworn I literally heard someone here. It's probably kids playing ding dong ditch. We don't allow that here. I guess I can lay back down in. Hey, wait a minute.
Nathaniel? Are you okay? What's going? Oh my god, Nathan! No! My husband...
KCFX Harrisonville, a Cumulus media station, world-class classic rock, and your home for Kansas City football. We are 101.
The following message is transmitted by the request of the Kansas City Police Department. A hostage situation is currently taking place at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. At approximately 1:50 p.m. Central Standard Time, an armed individual had entered the Arrowhead Stadium, began currently opening fire at innocent civilians with a shotgun and 2 semi-automatic rifles, and is currently roaming around the stadium taking everyone hostage. The demands met to these hostages are currently unknown at this time. It has been confirmed that this is the same man that abducted 6 children, killing innocent civilians on the streets in different neighborhoods of Kansas City, and killed everyone at the Lee Summit Municipal Airport. The Kansas City Police Department have arrived at the scene and are currently dealing with this situation right now. This suspect is threatening to kill all of the hostages if the police don't leave the stadium within the next 15 to 30 minutes. At this time, Arrowhead Stadium is currently evacuated at this time. Kansas City Chiefs and Las Vegas Raiders players have safely returned to their locker rooms. Arrowhead Stadium has been closed until further notice, and due to the current situation, the NFL has postponed the rest of the game between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders until a later date. No one is allowed in this area, except for police and emergency services only. If you intervene or go near this area, you will be arrested and charged with a misdemeanor, and could face a minimum up to 1 year in prison. At this time, all residents within a 5 to 10 mile radius are strongly advised to stay away from this area and remain indoors in your homes with doors and windows locked. Do not go near this area as you will be putting your life in grave danger. In addition, the suspect is believed to be driving a 1995 Ford F350 Power Stroke Turbo Diesel with license plate SKI816, which is located in the stadium's parking lot. Stay tuned for local outlets for information when it becomes available on this dangerous situation.
Civil danger warning for the city of Kansas City. The following message is transmitted by the request of the Kansas City Police Department. The man who took hostages at the Arrowhead Stadium, abducted 6 children, and killed everyone at Lee Summit Municipal Airport are currently roaming around the city of Kansas City again, breaking into homes and buildings, and attacking everyone in his line of sight. The suspect is named Richard Moore, or simply Rick Moore. The suspect was seen planting bombs on buildings, homes, and vehicles, making them explode, resulting in massive fires. Hundreds of people, including children, have been killed or severely injured by this man, and he plans on killing more people within the coming hours. Police have tried taking down this man, but their attempts failed miserably. Several officers were severely injured or killed in shootouts with the suspect. This is an extremely dangerous and life-threatening situation and needs to be taken seriously. As a precaution, all residents of the city of Kansas City are strongly advised to remain in your homes and lock all of your windows and doors from the inside. This men are considered extremely armed and dangerous and should not be approached for any reason at all whatsoever. Encountering this man will almost certainly result being his next victim. This man has had runs with the law in the past, including charges of murder, assault, domestic violence, and possession of weapons. If this man tries to break into your home, use protection by all times. This includes lethal force. If you see this man anywhere in your area, call 911 immediately. Stay tuned to local outlets for more information on this dangerous...
Greetings, you fucking Hoosiers. This is Rick Moore. I am on a mission, and that mission is to finally kill that motherfucker Frank Garrett. You better be ready, Oklahoma. I'm going to go on a killing spree. I'm going to kill everyone in the hellhole of the state, do another killing in 6 more. And my final mission is to eliminate, form my own government, and will become the 47th President of the United States. I hope all you motherfuckers are having the worst Christmas of your lives. Fuck all of you. Shit.
Tom, Paul, get the fuck in here right now. This is a fucking emergency.
Oh my god. David, what is it?
Where the hell is Tom? He needs to hear this.
I'm right here. I was fixing my 2017 Ram 3500, because I'm trying to haul a trailer. Now what is it? And why are you panicking, David?
Okay, have you two heard about the crazy man in Missouri? The one who abducted 6 children, killed everyone at Lee's Summit Municipal Airport, and roaming around the streets and neighborhoods of Kansas City, Missouri shooting and killing innocent people?
Actually, in fact I have. I was trying to watch the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders, but the game was stopped, everyone was screaming and panicking, and the game never came back on.
I did hear a little bit about it on my way to work this morning. But I honestly think this man is straight up deranged and crazy, as I found out the reason why he's killing everyone in Missouri. Let's just hope he doesn't come to Alabama.
Tom, did you say work? You do realize today is Christmas Day, right?
David, of course I do. I had to work a half day, but yeah, like I said, I heard about it on my way to work, and I also heard about it once more on the way coming home.
Well guys, I gotten this disturbing message just now on my TV. And I do believe that voice sounds just like Rick. He said he is on a mission to finally kill Frank Garrett, whoever that is, made a grim statement and telling Oklahoma to be ready, as he claims he's going to kill everyone in the hellhole of a state, do another killing in 6 more states, and the last thing he said, "We'll send you both chills." This crazy motherfucker said he will eliminate, form his own government and constitution, and would automatically be sworn in as the 47th President of the United States of America. He also said on Twitter that he is thinking about the possibility of using nuclear weapons and using WMD, aka weapons of mass destruction. This would include nuclear weapons, radiological, biological weapons, chemical weapons, or any other devices he has.
Oh hell nah, I don't fucking believe you for a second, David.
Okay, while I do believe he's gonna go on a killing spree in Oklahoma, threatening to is extremely unlikely and far-fetched and is something I don't believe he'll do. I mean, come on. All of this over one fucking person? This guy is a psychopath.
Guys, seriously. He really said it? Don't believe me? Listen to this shit.
Greetings, you fucking Hoosiers. This is Rick Moore. I am on a mission, and that mission is to finally kill that motherfucker Frank Garrett. You better be ready, Oklahoma. I'm going to go on a killing spree. I'm going to kill everyone in the hellhole of the state, do another killing in 6 more, and my final mission is to eliminate, form my own government, and will become the 47th President of the United States. I hope all you motherfuckers are having the worst Christmas of your lives. Fuck all of you. Shit.
See, there you have it. I told you I wasn't bullshitting you guys.
Fuck that. I'm getting myself prepared. Luckily I have my guns, my Glock 45, my M16, my 12 gauge, and my AK-47, and luckily, in case something happens like Rick dropping a nuke or some kind of radiological weapon, I don't have to evacuate. I can go into my basement and seek shelter in there.
Tom, I don't think Rick would drop a nuclear bomb in Alabama. I think he would drop a nuke in the big and major cities. Like Los Angeles, San Francisco, all of New York City, maybe Houston or Dallas, or Washington, D.C. We don't know what this maniac is planning. But he definitely needs to be stopped and put away. Or he's gonna destroy our whole country.
Yeah, that's what I say. You never know what could happen. Who knows, there could be 100 nuclear warheads aimed at us right now, and we just don't know it. Rick a deranged fuck. All of this over one fucking person, and he wants to take his anger out on the entire United States. And Paul is right about Rick. He is a damn psychopath.
Well, as the saying goes, you hope for the better, but prepare for the worst. It means that you should not be pessimistic, but still be prepared with a backup or emergency plan for unfortunate events or circumstances that might occur.
Guys, I gotta go back to Iowa. I need to see my wife and kids and tell them what is going on.
All right, Paul. Be safe out there, man. How many hours you have to drive back?
It's a 12-hour drive. So, yeah. I gotta head back home. And I'm not stopping to rest. I'm trying to make it back home around 3 a.m. tomorrow.
Alright homie, I'll definitely call you tomorrow around 5 o'clock to see if you made it home, or you can just text me.
Alright. See ya.
I'm on the road. I'm in Kansas City, and I'm fucking a half hour away from your dumb ass. Come on, say something, you son of a bitch. Speak up, motherfucker. Can't out your tongue, you bastard. Feeling better now? Frank Garrett. Hey, don't you think they're going to stop you from doing this silly fucking nonsense at your fucking age? Give me your address. Go ahead, dickheads. Give me your address. Give me your number. Go smoke another carton of Marlboros, motherfucker. Go to bed, you stupid Hoosier motherfucker. Go smoke another Marlboro, you motherfucker.
Civil danger alert for Oklahoma City. The following message is transmitted by the request of the Oklahoma City Police Department. Residents of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and the surrounding areas, lock all of your windows and doors immediately. At approximately 5:09 p.m. Central Standard Time, an armed man is currently roaming around in neighborhoods and the streets of Oklahoma City, was seen breaking into people's homes and businesses, and shooting and killing every person he sees in his sight. In addition, this suspect was seen planting propane bombs on people's vehicles, homes, businesses, and random buildings, causing them to explode and causing many fatalities. He was also seen with a bazooka, firing missiles at vehicles, and shooting down airplanes and helicopters. It has been confirmed that this is the same suspect that caused destruction in Kansas City, Missouri 2 days ago on Christmas Eve, or December 24, 2023. This is Richard Moore, or simply Rick Moore, or better known by the soundboard prank call community as Rick the Mullet Man, a white male, place of birth, Independence, Missouri, 49 years old, date of birth, November 19, 1974, height, 6'6", weighs 195 pounds. Brown hair mullet, with brown eyes, and a visible mustache. He was last seen wearing a plain black shirt, a camo bulletproof vest, black khaki pants, a watch on his left arm, and black steel toe boots.
This man is considered extremely armed and dangerous, as this man have had run-ins with the law in the past, including charges of murder, arson, assault, domestic violence, and possession of weapons. As a precaution, all residents of Oklahoma City and surrounding areas is strongly advised to return to your homes immediately, and lock and barricade all of your doors and windows to prevent this man from entering your house. This man is also possessing a machete, a gas-powered chainsaw, an AR-15 rifle, an AR-15 shotgun, and a bazooka. Do not approach the suspect, or he will automatically kill you, even if you are walking by or not bothering him. If this man tries to break into your home, use protection at all times. This includes lethal force. If you see this man anywhere in your area, call 911 immediately. If you can't get a hold of 911, call the Oklahoma City Police Department at 405-297-1177. Repeating, if you can't get a hold of 911, call the Oklahoma City Police Department at 405-297-1177. Tune into local outlets for more information on this dangerous situation.
Immediate evacuation alert for the city of Little Rock. The following message is transmitted by the request of the Little Rock Police Department. Residents in the city of Little Rock, Arkansas, and the surrounding areas, evacuate the city immediately. At approximately 9:29 p.m. Central Standard Time, the suspect that was causing a massive killing spree and destruction in Kansas City, Missouri, and Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Richard Moore, or Rick Moore, or better known by the soundboard prank call community as Rick the Mullet Man, is now seen rampaging throughout the city of Little Rock, shooting and killing any person he sees in his sights. Planting propane bombs on vehicles, random buildings, homes, and businesses, as well as using a bazooka, shooting down airplanes and helicopters, and firing missiles at people's vehicles. This suspect has already killed 200 people, and more deaths are expected to follow within the coming hours. Remaining in the city is too dangerous, as this man plans to destroy the city as soon as possible and kill many people he sees. All residents in the city of Little Rock is strongly advised to evacuate the city immediately. Take adequate essentials, such as food, water, clothing, medical supplies, flashlights, a first aid kit, money, emergency insurance, important documentations, a fully charged cell phone, phone chargers, and a battery-operated or handheld radio to last you and your family during this emergency. Shelters have been set up in the following cities: Tulsa, Oklahoma; Kansas City, Kansas; Denver, Colorado; Baton Rouge, Louisiana; New Orleans, Louisiana; and Houston, Texas. Locations for these shelters can't be found at www.fema.gov. Tie a white cloth or towel to your door or mailbox, so authorities know that you safely evacuated from your local area. If you need assistance with evacuation, emergency services and law enforcement officials will escort you to the nearest pickup point. Do not pick up relatives from schools, hospitals, or nursing homes, as they already have planned evacuation procedures and will act to them accordingly. Try to take one car of family if possible. If you cannot do this, your second option is to carpool. Contraflow has been enacted on all roadways in Little Rock to make sure traffic is moving efficiently. Only evacuate using marked evacuation routes set up by local authorities and officials. Do not use roadways that are not evacuation routes. Most importantly, do not panic. Repeating, do not panic. It has been demonstrated multiple times that panicking will only make situations worse than they already are. Tune into local outlets for more information on this dangerous situation.
No, I'm not fucking evacuating. I'm not being a damn fool. That crazy fuck could start bombing vehicles whoever tries to leave the city. Hell nah, I'm staying right here in my basement.
Honey, are you crazy? I'm not staying here. It's best to be safe than sorry. I'm leaving.
Arya, you are not leaving. If you leave, then I will be alone. And if you die, then I will be all alone too. So, you're staying. I don't want you out there. I got a really bad feeling about this.
Okay, fine. You win. And you're right. I will stay. Now I have realized, there's probably a bunch of cars in a traffic jam right now.
Oh, look, an update. Let's listen.
Do not evacuate. Repeating, do not evacuate. The man is now reported to be firing bazooka missiles, blowing up people's cars who tried to evacuate out the city, killing hundreds. Return to your homes immediately, and shelter in place. This is an extremely dangerous and life-threatening situation and needs to be taken extremely serious. If you evacuate the city, you're facing death. Tune into local outlets for more information whenever they become available on this extremely dangerous situation.
This is KTV7 News, serving the Little Rock metropolitan area. We have breaking news right here in our area. An armed man that caused destruction in the cities of Kansas City, Missouri, and Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Richard Moore, or just Rick Moore, or known by many in the soundboard prank call community, Rick the Mullet Man, is currently roaming around the city of Little Rock, shooting and killing anyone he comes across, planting propane bombs on vehicles, random buildings, homes, and businesses, making them intensively explode, causing massive fires, as well as using a bazooka, shooting airplanes and helicopters, and firing missiles at people's cars. Additionally, an order to evacuate immediately had been issued for the city of Little Rock, but that quickly changed because this man is reportedly using a bazooka, firing at cars and causing massive explosions whoever tries to leave and escape the city. Do not leave your homes for any reason, or you will automatically face death at the hands of this man. Live near Little Rock is Steven. Steven, what's going on over there?
I'm living downtown Little Rock, and it is complete utter hell out here. The evacuation order that was issued for the city proved to be a complete disaster, as this man was and is still blowing up cars with people inside them trying to evacuate out of the city, causing massive explosions, and he also seen killing people with a machete, an AR-15 rifle, an AR-15 shotgun, and a gas-powered chainsaw. This man said he wants to kill all the people in the city of Little Rock. Police are telling people to stay home and lock all doors and windows as this man is extremely armed and dangerous. Honestly, I don't know why an immediate evacuation order was issued in the first place, as I sensed that something like this was gonna happen and could go wrong. And I was right, as hundreds, if not thousands, of evacuees were seriously injured or killed. Back over to you, Tony.
I definitely agree with you, Steve. The evacuation order should have never been issued in the first place, as many residents disagreed with evacuation orders. Only around 50% of the population evacuated, but were severely injured or killed by this man, while the other 50% stayed home, were the ones that made the right decision. Everyone, I am asking all of you to please, stay the fuck home, and go anywhere if necessary, regardless if the situation is important or not. This man is extremely dangerous and will kill you. This is Tony, from KTV7 News. We now return to regular programming.
KWNW Crawfordsville, Memphis. Rock 102. Memphis. Classic rock. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Rock102Memphis.com.
find my place to hide, and I shake as I take it in. Let the show begin.
Civil danger alert for Memphis. The following message is transmitted by the request of the Memphis Police Department. Residents in the city of Memphis, Tennessee, lock all your doors and windows immediately. At approximately 11:45 p.m. Central Standard Time, the suspect was causing a massive killing spree and destruction in Kansas City, Missouri, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and Little Rock, Arkansas. Richard Moore, or Rick Moore, or better known by the soundboard prank call community as Rick the Mullet Man, is now being spotted in the city of Memphis, shooting and killing any person he sees in the sights, planting propane bombs on vehicles, random buildings, homes, and businesses, as well as using a bazooka, shooting airplanes and helicopters, and firing missiles at people's vehicles. The suspect has killed over 50 to 100 civilians, and more casualties are expected to follow. Additionally, this man is a noticeable criminal who committed violent crimes in the past, including theft, assault, arson, murder, domestic violence, and possession of weapons. This man is considered extremely armed and dangerous and should not be approached, as he will immediately kill you or any other person he comes across, and will basically destroy everything and everyone in his path until his mission is complete. Rick Moore is supposedly looking for Frank Garrett, who is also a soundboard victim of prank calls, and he will not stop his killing spree until he finds Frank Garrett and kills him. He has also threatened to use weapons of mass destruction in the United States, which includes chemical weapons, radiological weapons, biological weapons, and nuclear weapons. It's currently unknown where he will use these weapons, or when he will use them. All residents in the city of Memphis is strongly advised to remain indoors with all doors and windows closed and locked, or even barricaded to prevent this from entering your home. If you see this anywhere near your local area, call 911 immediately, but from a safe distance. Stay tuned for local news outlets when they become available on this dangerous situation.
This is Reg Channel 3 News, and we currently have breaking news regarding the Memphis area. An armed and extremely dangerous individual was last seen causing chaos in the city of Memphis, is currently attacking and killing every person he sees in his sights, and blowing up any home, random building, business, and vehicle he sees. The Memphis Police Department have confirmed that this is the same man that caused destruction throughout the cities of Kansas City, Missouri, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and Little Rock, Arkansas. This is Rick Moore, or famously known as by the soundboard prank call community, Rick the Mullet Man. This man is a noticeable criminal who committed violent crimes in the past, including assault, arson, murder, domestic violence, and possession of weapons. This man is considered extremely armed and dangerous and should not be approached, as he will immediately kill you, or any other person he comes across, and will basically destroy everything and everyone in his path until his mission is complete. The MPD is asking all residents to stay in their homes, with all doors and windows closed and locked, or even barricaded until further notice. This man was also seen carrying a shotgun, 2 semi-automatic rifles, a gas-powered chainsaw, a machete, and a bazooka. What's even worse about this whole situation, we have just received word that Rick isn't stopping his attacks anytime soon, as he is currently looking for a 74-year-old named Frank Garrett, who was supposedly lived in Kansas City, Missouri, and somewhere located in Stillwell, Oklahoma. He was nowhere to be found, and as a result, Rick had said himself that he will not stop his killing spree until he finds Frank Garrett and kills him, and he plans carrying out more attacks here in the United States. He has also threatened multiple times that he wants to use WMD, or weapons of mass destruction in the United States, which include chemical weapons, radiological weapons, biological weapons, and nuclear weapons. Excuse my language, but this is very concerning shit right here, as we have feared for decades, since the Cold War, and the 1962 Cuban Missile Crisis, that nuclear weapons would be used right here on American soil. However, this isn't a nuclear attack by a foreign country like Russia, China, or North Korea, but nuclear threats being made, and attacker is in our own fucking country. Thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of people have been seriously injured or killed by this man, and more attacks are expected to follow as time goes on. Deadly force is now being authorized if this man breaks into your home. Live near downtown Memphis is Matthew Cooper. Matt, how's the situation over there?
I'm living downtown Memphis, and it absolutely hell. This man has no remorse, and is killing every person he comes across. He has also broken into people's homes, killing them in their sleep. He is also destroying everything in his path with an RPG, shooting down helicopters and airplanes, causing intensive fires and large amounts of deaths. Like Tom has previously stated, And we can 100% confirm it, as Rick said this himself, that he plans to make a trip around the US. He also plans to cause more hostage situations and has even gone far as to threaten the use of weapons of mass destruction in big cities. Weapons of mass destruction include chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear materials. He plans on doing these attacks as surprises, as no one knows where his next target is. Could he drop a nuclear bombs in all the boroughs of New York City? Could he nuke multiple US cities? Cause a virus in Arizona, deadlier than COVID-19? Maybe a chemical attack on Ohio? A dirty bomb in Texas? Who really knows? Residents should stay in their homes and lock all doors and windows, or even barricade them to avoid this man entering their houses. Do not, I repeat, do not in any circumstances, approach this man, as he will kill you, and you will face a slow, painful, agonizing, and brutal death. Like Tom said, this man was supposedly looking for a 72-year-old named Frank Garrett, known by the soundboard prank call community as Duncan, due to his work at Duncan Construction in Oklahoma. But that quickly changed, as he couldn't find him, resulting in him going into a fit of rage, and he is now on a killing spree. This man is deranged, crazy, and insane. This man is deranged, crazy, and insane. Oh my fucking god. I can see Rick charging at me. Damn. He has his AR-15 in hand. I need to get the fuck out of here, now.
Go ahead, it's your dime. Go to bed, you stupid Hoosier motherfucker. Look, I'm not gonna put up with your bullshit, okay? Meet in Kansas City then, motherfucker. If you get a fucking job tomorrow because you voted for Obama, is that your fucking problem, Frank? Making bad decisions all your fucking life? Like calling me up this much? That's the worst fucking decision you ever made, you piece of shit, you. You got it? Keep it up, motherfucker!
This motherfucker really say Barack Obama? Bro, Obama's second term ended in 2017, 6.5 years ago. It's 2023, about to be 2024, in 6 days, and our president is Joe Biden, soon to be Donald Trump if he wins the 2024 presidential election. You are crazy and deranged.
Look here, you motherfucker. I got your whole fucking spiel down. I got your background check. Fuck what you owe on your fucking shit. I know everything about you now, motherfucker. I could come down there with my fucking AR-15 and shoot your fucking old Hoosier ass right there in Independence, Missouri. Now come here, you motherfucker, and that's just what I'll fucking do. You cocksucker. Fuck you, motherfucker.
Well, Tom, 2023 will come to a close within the next 59 seconds, and we will be in 2024. 2023 went by so fast.
We've got 49 seconds.
Yeah, it sure
until
did.
the new year.
David, I don't know why, but I have this strange feeling that something bad is gonna happen.
Tom, what do you mean? It'll be January 1st, 2024. It'll be like any other New Year's. The ball drops, and we celebrate the new year and have a good time.
I don't know, but I have a really bad feeling that something might go down when the clock strikes 12 or 12:01.
Tom, you are talking crazy. Nothing is gonna go down. You are getting paranoid. We will be just fine, and we'll continue to celebrate New Year's Day. And it's not like we're in Times Square. 10-9. 8-7.
10-9.
6-5.
8-7. 6-5. 4-3-2-1.
Happy New Year. See Tom, we made it. It is now 2024. It's officially January 1st, 2024.
Well, I guess I overreacted a bit. Well, since it's 2024, you know what that means. This year, I'll be 52 years old. And I think you'll be 39 years old.
Actually, you're 2 years off. I'll be 37 years old. I was born on November 15th, 1987. And on November 15th, 2027, I will be 40.
Damn, I forgot how young you still are, David. And you're 36 as of right now, aren't we like 15 years apart?
Yeah, we are 15 years apart. Pretty much you are old enough to be my brother. But Tom, I can honestly say since I've known you since 2017, you are in fact like a brother to me. I honestly can say that I appreciate your loyalty, and the real brotherhood that we have.
Thanks, no problem, David. I'm gonna eat some pizza now. Hey, wait. David, Times Square is being bombed.
Oh my fucking god, it is. Holy shit. You were right? I wonder if it has something to do with Rick Moore.
Immediate evacuation alert for New York City. The following message is transmitted by the request of the New York City Police Department. Residents in the city of New York City, New York, evacuate the city immediately. At approximately 12:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the armed man that was causing death, madness, and destruction in the cities of Kansas City, Missouri, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Little Rock, Arkansas, and Memphis, Tennessee, Rick Moore, or better known by the soundboard prank call community as Rick the Mullet Man, is now seen spotted in New York City, shooting and killing any person he see in his path, planting propane bombs on vehicles, random buildings, homes, and businesses, as well as using a bazooka, shooting down airplanes and helicopters, causing fire and massive structural damage, and firing missiles at people's vehicles. In addition, this man has five nuclear bombs in all 5 boroughs of New York City, and has threatened to detonate them if his demands are not accepted. All 5 boroughs of New York City include Brooklyn, the Bronx, Staten Island, Queens, and Manhattan. These bombs are set to detonate within the next 45 minutes to 1 hour. Fallout is a byproduct of nuclear attacks and explosions. Prolonged exposure to fallout will result in radiation sickness and death, if not immediately treated. It will only take minutes after impact for the effects of fallout to expand. Remember the effects of a nuclear explosion: the blast and shock wave. 50% of total energy. Thermal radiation. 35% of total energy. Ionizing radiation. 5% of total energy, more in a neutron bomb. And residual radiation. 5 to 10% of total energy with the mass of the explosion. All of these 5 bombs are between 45 to 50 megatons, which is equivalent to 5 Soviet Union Tazer bombs. If you are about 6 miles from ground zero, all buildings will be destroyed, including most shelters, and you are immediately vaporized, and 100% dead. If you are 10 to 15 miles from ground zero, damage will be serious. Closer to ground zero, most buildings will be destroyed, and massive fires will start from the heat and light of the bomb. Some shelters will survive. Closer to boundaries, most buildings will be standing, though fires are also possible. If you are 15 to 45 miles from ground zero, manned buildings will be lightly damaged at the external range of this area. Only windows will be broken. All residents in New York City is strongly advised to evacuate the city immediately. You have very little time to take adequate essentials. So take food, water, clothing, medical supplies, flashlights, a first aid kit, money, emergency insurance, important documentations, a fully charged cell phone, phone chargers, and a battery-operated or handheld radio to last you and your family during this emergency. Evacuate from as far away from the city as possible, since you have only 45 minutes to 1 hour to evacuate. Gather all of your family members, take your adequate essentials, and get in your car and leave immediately. Speed limits on highways have been lifted, so evacuees can get out of the city as fast as possible. If you need assistance with evacuation, emergency services and law enforcement officials will escort you to the nearest pickup point. Do not pick up relatives from schools, hospitals, or nursing homes, as they already have planned evacuation procedures and will act to them accordingly. Most importantly, do not panic. Repeating, do not panic. It has been demonstrated multiple times that panicking will only make situations worse than they already are. It is 95 to 100% possible that once these 5 bombs detonate, all of New York City will be completely destroyed. Tune into local outlets for more information on this dangerous situation. The following message is transmitted by the request of the New York City Police Department and the Federal Emergency Management Agency. At approximately 12:46 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 550 megaton nuclear bombs of the equivalent magnitude of 5 Taser bombs were detonated in the city of New York City. As a result, all of New York City has been annihilated into ashes and everyone that remained in the city was killed. These were the nuclear bombs that the armed man planted about 45 minutes ago. Additionally, the suspect has disappeared in the explosion, and there are rumors and speculation going around that the suspect has been killed in the explosion. It is also possible that the suspect escaped just in time before the bombs exploded. At this time, all residents within a 500-mile radius of New York City is strongly advised to seek a fallout shelter immediately. Fallout is a byproduct of nuclear attacks and explosions. Prolonged exposure to fallout will result in radiation sickness and death if not immediately treated. It will only take minutes after impact for the effects of fallout to expand. Take adequate essentials, such as food, water, clothing, medical supplies, flashlights, a first aid kit, money, emergency insurance, important documentations, a fully charged cell phone, phone chargers and a battery-operated or handheld radio to last you and your family for at least 2 weeks. You can't find a fallout shelter, go into a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Stay away from windows, doors and outside walls. If you are outside, or in a vehicle, locate the nearest ditch and cover your head with your hands, to protect yourself from flying debris. Make sure your shelter has few doors and windows as possible. Seal up all cracks on window doors with tape, damp clothing, or damp towels, to prevent radioactive fallout coming into your shelter. Do not use elevators for shelter if you are in a hotel, apartment complex, or any other multi-story buildings. You may be trapped if or when the power goes out. Tune into local outlets for more information on this dangerous situation.
Civil danger for the city of Phoenix. The following message is transmitted by the request of the Phoenix Police Department. Residents in the city of Phoenix, Arizona, lock all of your doors and windows immediately. At approximately 2:22 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, an armed, extremely dangerous individual was seen roaming around the city of Phoenix, shooting and killing everyone he see in his sights. He was seen planting propane bombs on vehicles, buildings, homes, and businesses in the city as well. It has been confirmed by Phoenix police that the man responsible for these killings are in fact the same man who was responsible for the destruction that took place in the cities of Kansas City, Missouri, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Little Rock, Arkansas, Memphis, Tennessee, and New York City, New York over 2 weeks ago. This is Rick Moore, better known as in the soundboard prank call community as Rick the Mullet Man. It also been confirmed that this man somehow, someway, managed to survive the detonation of not 1, not 2, not 3, but 5 nuclear weapons in the city of New York City that took place on New Year's Day, or on January 1st, 2024. Rick Moore is a white male, 49 years old, place of birth, Independence, Missouri, date of birth, November 19th, 1974, 6 feet 6.5 inches tall, weighs 195 pounds, a dark brown mullet, brown eyes, and visible mustache. He was last seen wearing a black t-shirt, a black bulletproof vest, black jeans, and camo steel-toe boots. He also has a slim build. This suspect has killed over 129 civilians, and more casualties are expected to follow. Additionally, this man is a noticeable criminal who committed violent crimes in the past, including assault, arson, murder, domestic violence, and possession of weapons.
This man is considered extremely armed and dangerous and should not be approached, as he shows no remorse towards anyone, and will immediately kill you, or any other person he comes in contact, and will basically destroy everything and everyone in his path until his mission is complete. Rick Moore is supposedly looking for Frank Garrett, who is also a soundboard victim of prank calls, and he will not stop his killing spree until he finds Frank Garrett and kills him. He has threatened that he will use weapons of mass destruction in the United States, which include chemical weapons, radiological weapons, biological weapons, and nuclear weapons. It is currently unknown where he will use these weapons next. As a precaution, all residents in the city of Phoenix is strongly advised to return home immediately, with all doors and windows closed and locked, or even barricaded to prevent this man from entering your home. If this man attempts to break into your home, use protection at all times. This includes deadly force. If you see this man anywhere near your local area, immediately call 911, but from a safe distance. Stay tuned for local news outlets when they become available on this extremely dangerous situation. The following message is transmitted by the request of the Phoenix Police Department. A hostage situation is currently taking place at Phoenix City Hall in Phoenix, Arizona. At approximately 12:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, an armed individual had entered the Phoenix City Hall, began opening fire at innocent civilians with a shotgun and 2 semi-automatic rifles, and is currently roaming around the building taking 30 people hostages, including Mayor Gate Gallego. The demands met to these hostages are currently unknown at this time. It has been confirmed that this is the same man that was causing death and destruction in multiple cities in the United States, which include Kansas City, Missouri, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Little Rock, Arkansas, Memphis, Tennessee, and New York City, New York, which was completely exterminated by 5 50-megaton nuclear bombs with the same equivalent force of 5 Taser bombs. The Phoenix Police Department have arrived at the scene and are currently dealing with this situation right now. This man is threatening to kill all of the hostages if his demands are not accepted. As a precaution, all roadways within a mile radius have been closed until further notice. All residents within a 1-mile radius is strongly advised to stay away from this area and remain indoors at this time. No one is allowed in this area, except for police and emergency services only. If you intervene or go near this area, you will be arrested and charged with a misdemeanor and could face a minimum up to 1 year in prison. Do not go near this area as you will be putting your life in grave danger. In addition, the suspect is believed to be driving a Cajun Red 2019 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD 6.6 Duramax Turbo Diesel with license plate ARE9195. Stay tuned for local outlets for information when it becomes available on this dangerous situation.
This is Fox 10 Phoenix, serving the Phoenix, Mesa, Chandler, metropolitan area. I'm Susan Simmons, and we interrupt our regular programming as we currently have a developing situation currently at Phoenix City Hall. An armed man was seen storming into the building, shooting and killing anyone he sees, and took 30 people hostage, including the mayor of Phoenix, Gate Gallego. Phoenix police are currently dealing with the situation as we speak, and have shut down roads within a 1-mile radius of Phoenix City Hall until the situation is sorted out. Due to the danger of this situation, we have no news reporter live, so I will cover on what is going on in downtown Phoenix on the live camera. From the looks of it, it seems like things currently are all right. I have just received word that the 30 hostages are still trapped inside, and this man has threatened to kill all of them if his demands are not accepted.
Susan, you may have to report on this. I'm getting blown up by various unconfirmed sources saying that this man has a biological weapon in his possession and has threatened to detonate it within the next 1 to 2 hours. However, I can't confirm anything right now, as this is just unconfirmed reports and speculation. I will be monitoring this situation and will get back with you shortly.
That's definitely true. Then we need to be extremely vigilant and be on high alert. However, at this time, these rumors are false for the time being. No one is allowed in at Phoenix City Hall, as this area is for police and emergency services only. If you intervene or go near this area, you will be arrested and charged with a misdemeanor and could face a minimum up to 1 year in prison, or be held in detention without legal counsel. Phoenix police are asking all residents within a 1-mile radius to stay away from this area and remain indoors, as this man can exit the building at any time. It has also been confirmed that this is the same man, Rick Moore, that has caused chaos and destruction in multiple cities in the United States, which include Kansas City, Missouri, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Little Rock, Arkansas, Memphis, Tennessee, and New York City, New York, which was entirely decimated by 5 nuclear bombs that occurred on New Year's Day. This man needs to be stopped, or he will cause more destruction in more U.S. cities, and this man is completely deranged and dangerous.
All fucking night, you motherfucker. Hey, feeling better now? Frank Garrett. Frank Garrett. Okay, Frank Garrett. I could come down there with my fucking AR-15 and shoot your fucking old Hoosier ass right there in Independence, Missouri. Now come here, you motherfucker, and that's just what I'll fucking do. You cocksucker. Fuck you, motherfucker. Now I'm gonna fucking shoot your fucking brains out, you prick. I'm gonna come see you, you motherfucker. I'm gonna get you, and I'm gonna get that new wife of yours too, you motherfucker. I'm gonna press charges on your ass if I don't end up shooting you, you piece of fucking shit. I'm not hiding behind a telephone. I'm gonna drive to fucking kill you. I'm not saying you did it, with someone else. I'm telling you right now, you're gonna go to jail for this. Is that what you want me to do, Frank? Is that your whole vocabulary? Is that what you want? Look, motherfucker, I'm gonna get the police involved now. Fucking prick, come on! Shut your fucking hole, you loser! I didn't give you permission to talk, you motherfucker! Stuttering old prick, stick, you're in your own fucking ass. When the police come to your fucking house and rip you a new asshole. When you go to fucking jail for harassing people, you're not gonna get any fucking Marlboros or any fucking beer. Do you got that, you stupid son of a bitch? You son of a bitch, you! You fucking drunk Hoosier. I'm gonna call the police again, you motherfucker, you. You need to lose my number. You don't need to be calling here no more. 836-816-7272.
is transmitted by the request of the Phoenix Police Department and the Maricopa County Department of Public Health Administration. A biological agent has been detonated at Phoenix City Hall. This explosion has released a deadly virus into the air. Transmission, incubation period, symptoms, mortality rate, or any other information about this virus is currently unknown at this time. This was the same weapon that was planted by the man that took hostages in Phoenix City Hall about 2 hours ago, and was causing destruction in several cities in the Midwest United States and other parts of the U.S., which include Kansas City, Missouri, Oklahoma City, Little Rock, Memphis, and New York City, which was completely destroyed by 5 nuclear bombs on January 1st, 2024. It has also been confirmed that Rick Moore had escaped a far distance, and he detonated the bomb to prevent himself being killed. However, people that were near the explosion have fallen seriously ill with this virus, or was instantly killed from explosion. As a precaution, all residents of Phoenix is advised to remain home and indoors at this time. Shut off all heating and air conditioner systems, and seal up all cracks on doors and windows, as this virus could be potentially airborne. Please stay tuned into local news outlets on this dangerous situation.
Recorded from the Husband and Wife Law Team Studio.
KYOT Phoenix.
95.5 The Mountain is the Valley's We Play Everything station. Another hour of everything right now.
On 95.5 The Mountain.
Everybody. 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 Everybody.
The following message is transmitted by the request of the Phoenix Police Department and the Maricopa County Department of Public Health Administration. Many hospitals across the city of Phoenix have been overwhelmed by an extremely high number of patients coming with a deadly, unknown, highly contagious virus. This is the same virus that was released from a biological weapon that was detonated outside of Phoenix City Hall about 2.5 hours ago. Approximately over 900 cases of this new virus, now named AR-1919, has been confirmed by the Maricopa County Department of Public Health Administration. The symptoms of this virus include, but are not limited to, the following: diarrhea, vomiting, extreme nausea, coughing with blood, sneezing, dizziness, fatigue, drowsiness, weakness, extreme stress, exhaustion, and extreme high fever, chills, cramps, a headache, runny nose, sore throat, congestion, body aches, and red bumps on the skin. The incubation period of AR-1919 is usually around 7 to 10 days, with the mortality rates being around 1.9%. Severe cases of the virus, especially in elderly, young children, and people with underlying medical conditions, can cause shortness of breath, pneumonia, respiratory illness, and even death. This virus spread in different ways. They include through the air, being in contact with other people, respiratory droplets, and on contaminated surfaces. Due to a potential risk of a large outbreak, the mayor of Phoenix has ordered a citywide stay-at-home order until further notice. You can only leave for essential purposes only. These include going to work, visiting family and relatives that need assistance, and exercising. Do not leave for non-essential reasons, as it will put another's family members at risk of contracting AR-1919. All non-essential businesses such as schools, restaurants and bars, theaters, fitness centers, salons, spas, museums, bowling alleys, shopping malls, airports, and sports and concerts venues will be closed until further notice. To prevent catching this virus, you are advised to take the following precautions now. Wash your hands with hot water for 20 seconds after touching the eyes and mouth and after using the restroom. Maintain a safe distance from other people, especially for those who are infected. Avoid touching the face, eyes, mouth, and nose. Avoid physical contact with infected such as fist bumps, high fives, and hugs. Do not touch anything that has been used by another person, especially if it hasn't been cleaned. Cover your cough or sneeze with a tissue or an arm. Avoid large gatherings and crowds. If you believe you are infected with this virus, to take the following precautions now. Stay home and quarantine for at least 7 to 10 days to prevent infecting others in household. Maintain social distancing from the people in your house. If you or your loved ones are experiencing severe complications associated with AR-1919, seek medical attention immediately. Try to take yourself to a hospital if they are still allowing patients in. If your local hospital is full, try to take yourself to a doctor's office for treatment. Stay tuned to local news outlets for information on this situation.
Immediate evacuation alert for Houston. The following message is transmitted by the request of the Houston Police Department. Residents in the city of Houston, Texas, evacuate the city immediately. At approximately 7:45 a.m. Central Standard Time, the armed man that was causing death, madness, and destruction in the cities of Kansas City, Missouri, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Little Rock, Arkansas, Memphis, Tennessee, New York City, New York, and Phoenix, Arizona, Rick Moore, is now seen spotted in the streets of Houston, shooting and killing any person he see in his path, planting propane bombs on vehicles, homes, and businesses, as well as using a bazooka, shooting down airplanes and helicopters, causing fire and massive structural damage. In addition, this man has a radiological dispersal device, or a dirty bomb in his possession, and had threatened to detonate it if his demands were not accepted. This bomb is set to detonate within the next 15 minutes. Fallout is a byproduct of nuclear attacks and explosions. Prolonged exposure to fallout will result in radiation sickness and death if not immediately treated. It will only take minutes after impact for the effects of fallout to expand. All residents in Houston is strongly advised to evacuate the city immediately. You have very little time to take adequate essentials. So take food, water, clothing, medical supplies, flashlights, a first aid kit, money, emergency insurance, important documentations, a fully charged cell phone, phone chargers, and a battery-operated or handheld radio to last you and your family during this emergency. Evacuate from as far away from the city as possible. Since you have only 30 minutes to evacuate, gather all of your family members, take your adequate essentials, and get in your vehicle and leave immediately. Speed limits on highways have been lifted so evacuees can get out of the city as fast as possible. If you need assistance with evacuation, emergency services, and law enforcement officials will escort you to the nearest pickup point. Do not pick up relatives from schools, hospitals, or nursing homes, as they already have planned evacuation procedures and will act to them accordingly. Most importantly, do not panic. Repeating, do not panic. It has been demonstrated multiple times that panicking will only make situations worse than they already are. It is 95 to 100% possible that once this dirty bomb is detonated, all of Houston will be radiated. Tune into local news outlets for more information on this.
7 states down, 1 more to go, and I will take a trip to Washington, D.C. for good measure.
This is an NBC News special report. Here's Lester Holt.
Good evening. I'm Lester Holt reporting live from Washington, D.C. with an NBC News special report. Tonight we bring you alarming developments regarding a series of devastating acts perpetrated by an individual named Richard or Rick Moore. Moore's reign of terror has left a trail of death and destruction in its wake, spanning several cities across the United States. From Kansas City, Missouri to Oklahoma City, Little Rock, Memphis, New York City, Phoenix, and Houston, the impact of his actions is beyond comprehension. The magnitude of Moore's atrocities is horrifying. He has been responsible for a range of heinous acts, including the abduction of 6 children in Kansas City, the lethal shooting of a reporter in Memphis, and the detonation of a biological weapon known as AR-1919 in Phoenix. In a particularly egregious act, Moore orchestrated a nuclear attack on New York City, resulting in widespread devastation and loss of life. Additionally, he deployed a dirty bomb in Houston, rendering the city uninhabitable due to radioactive contamination. As authorities work tirelessly to apprehend Moore, the whereabouts of this dangerous individual remain unknown. Rumors and speculation suggest that he may be heading to Ohio, with Washington, D.C. potentially being his final destination. These reports have prompted the U.S. government and the National Department of Homeland Security and Emergency Management to elevate the security status of Washington, D.C. to high alert. The decision to raise the alert level underscores the severity of the threat posed by Moore. The possibility of a terrorist attack on our nation's capital within the next 1 to 2 weeks is a matter of grave concern. While the specifics of Moore's intentions remain unclear, the potential for further violence and destruction cannot be understated. As we confront this unprecedented crisis, it is imperative that we remain vigilant and united in our efforts to safeguard our communities. NBC News will continue to provide updates on this developing situation, offering the latest information and insights to keep the public informed and safe. This is Lester Holt urging everyone to exercise caution and stay informed. Good night, and may we stand strong in the face of adversity.
The following message is transmitted by the request of the Columbus Police Department. At approximately 1:21 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, an armed individual entered the Ohio State University campus in Columbus, initiating a hostage situation. The suspect, armed with 2 semi-automatic rifles, indiscriminately fired upon civilians, and has since taken approximately 100 people hostage within a building on campus. The demands of the assailant are currently unknown. The Columbus Police Department is actively engaged in responding to the situation and is working to resolve it safely. Law enforcement officials are on site and managing the crisis. In light of the ongoing threat, the Ohio State University campus is being evacuated and will remain closed indefinitely until the situation is resolved. All residents within a 1.5-mile radius of the university are strongly advised to stay away from the area and remain indoors for their safety. Only police and emergency services personnel are permitted within the vicinity. Individuals are advised against attempting to intervene or approach the area of the incident. Doing so poses a significant risk to personal safety and may result in arrest and charges of misdemeanor, carrying potential penalties of up to 1 year in prison. Residents are encouraged to stay tuned to local news outlets and official channels for updates and further instructions as the situation develops. Good afternoon, this is Thomas Andrews reporting for NBC4 Columbus, bringing you breaking news from Ohio State University in Columbus. Shots have been fired on the campus of Ohio State University, where a man has entered the premises, reportedly shooting and killing innocent people while taking approximately 100 individuals hostage, including students, teachers, and staff members. The situation is currently being managed by the Columbus Police Department, who are on site and actively working to resolve the crisis. This incident bears striking similarities to recent attacks that have occurred in cities across the United States, including Kansas City, Missouri, Oklahoma City, Memphis, Tennessee, New York City, Phoenix, Arizona, and Houston, Texas. It is believed that the same individual responsible for those acts of violence may be involved in this incident at Ohio State University. As a precautionary measure, Ohio State University is currently being evacuated, with all classes canceled until further notice. Students and faculty are being instructed to remain in their dormitories and classrooms until further instructions are given. Our reporter, Jennifer Hall, lives near the campus. Jennifer, can you provide us with an update on the situation and the atmosphere there?
I'm currently near the Ohio State University, and the situation is escalating rapidly. Witnesses describe scenes of panic and terror as an armed individual has unleashed violence on the campus, indiscriminately firing at anyone in sight. Students, faculty, and staff are fleeing in fear, seeking refuge in buildings and dormitories as the assailant continues his rampage. Authorities have attempted to contain the suspect, but their efforts have thus far been unsuccessful. The gunman remains at large, posing a significant threat to public safety. The situation is further compounded by reports that the suspect is in possession of an explosive device and has threatened to detonate it if his demands are not met. As a result of the ongoing danger, the entire campus has been locked down, with no one allowed to enter or exit except for law enforcement and emergency personnel. The iconic landmarks of Columbus, Ohio, have been transformed into scenes of death, chaos, and destruction as the situation unfolds. Residents within a half-mile radius of the Ohio State University are urged to remain vigilant and avoid the area until further notice. Law enforcement officials are working tirelessly to apprehend the suspect and bring the situation under control. Back over to you, Thomas. Our thoughts are with those affected by this senseless act of violence, and we will continue to provide updates as the situation develops.
Thank you, Jennifer. And please stay safe out there. I hope this suspect is arrested soon. Please, everyone, stay safe out there and please keep Columbus, Ohio in your prayers. Stay tuned to NBC4 Columbus for the latest information. This is Thomas Andrews, reporting live for NBC4 Columbus.
WTUE Dayton, an iHeart radio station. Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. WTUE.com.
The following message is transmitted by the request of the Dayton Police Department. A chemical agent has been detonated in Dayton Town Plaza Shopping Center, resulting in a catastrophic loss of life. Approximately 229 people who were taken hostage and those who remained in the shopping center have succumbed to the effects of the chemical agent. The gas released from the chemical agent has been identified as tabun, an extremely toxic synthetic organophosphorus compound. Tabun is classified as a nerve agent due to its ability to fatally interfere with the normal functioning of the mammalian nervous system. Its production is strictly controlled and stockpiling outlawed by the Chemical Weapons Convention of 1993. Tabun is the first of the G-series nerve agents, along with GB, sarin, GD, soman, and GF, cyclosarin. Exposure to tabun gas can result in a range of symptoms, from mild nervousness and respiratory difficulties to convulsions and respiratory failure. The effects of tabun gas can be swift and lethal, with even mild exposure requiring immediate medical attention for recovery. The individual responsible for this heinous act is Rick Moore, also known as the Deranged serial killer, who has wrought devastation in multiple cities across the United States, including Kansas City, Missouri, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Little Rock, Arkansas, Memphis, Tennessee, New York City, New York, Phoenix, Arizona, and Houston, Texas. As a result of this attack, hundreds of casualties have been reported, with victims experiencing severe symptoms shortly after inhaling carbon gas. The gas is spreading beyond the shopping center, affecting areas in downtown Dayton and southwest of Toledo. Hospitals across Dayton are overwhelmed with patients exposed to this toxic substance. Residents of Dayton are strongly advised to shelter in place immediately. Seek refuge in an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building, seal all doors and windows, and shut off heating and air conditioning systems to prevent the ingress of contaminated air. Gather essential supplies to sustain you and your family during this emergency, including food, water, clothing, medical supplies, and communication devices. Under no circumstances should anyone venture outside, as exposure to carbon gas will result in certain death. Law enforcement and the U.S. National Guard are enforcing strict measures to maintain public safety, and individuals caught outside will be arrested or shot on sight. Stay tuned for further updates on this evolving and dangerous situation. Take all necessary precautions to protect yourself and your loved ones from the effects of carbon gas.
Good evening, I'm David Ray Cooper, and we interrupt our regular programming with urgent news out of Dayton. A man with a history of causing chaos in Dayton and Columbus has released Tabun gas in downtown Dayton, triggering a citywide emergency. Tabun, also known as GA, is an extremely toxic synthetic organophosphorus compound. It is a clear, colorless, and tasteless liquid with a faint fruity odor. Classified as a nerve agent, Tabun can fatally interfere with the normal functioning of the mammalian nervous system. Its effects are swift and deadly, with even mild exposure leading to severe symptoms. Inhaled lethal doses of Tabun can kill within 1 to 10 minutes, while liquid absorbed through the eyes can be equally fatal. However, people who experience mild to moderate exposure may recover completely if treated promptly. Symptoms of exposure to Tabun gas range from nervousness and respiratory difficulties to convulsions and respiratory failure. Emergency response teams, including hazardous materials, hazmat, teams, have been deployed to deal with this dire situation. All residents in the Dayton area are strongly advised to shelter in place immediately. This means moving into an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building, preferably with few doors and windows, or seeking refuge in a basement. The individual responsible for this heinous act is believed to be Rick Moore, also known as Rick the Mullet Man by the soundboard prank call community. Moore is considered a deranged serial killer, and a manhunt is currently underway to apprehend him. Authorities warn that Moore is armed and dangerous and may be anywhere in Dayton. Due to the danger posed by the gas, we do not have reporters on the ground in Dayton. However, we urge all residents to stay indoors, close all windows and doors, and avoid venturing outside unless absolutely necessary. Stay tuned to WHIO 7 News for further updates on this developing situation.
The following message is transmitted by the request of the Metropolitan Police Department. Residents of Washington, D.C., lock all of your windows and doors immediately. At approximately 8:19 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, an armed man is currently roaming around Washington, D.C., shooting and killing anyone he sees in his sights. He has been observed planting propane bombs on vehicles, buildings, homes, and businesses in the area as well. It is likely that this is the work of the individual Rick Moore, better known as Rick the Mullet Man in the soundboard prank call community. He is considered by everyone as the deranged serial killer, responsible for killings and attacks in various cities over the past month. These include incidents in Kansas City, Missouri, Oklahoma City, Little Rock, Memphis, Columbus, as well as nuking New York City, causing a virus in Phoenix, radiating Houston, and releasing Tappan gas in Dayton. Additionally, the suspect is believed to be Rick Moore, who hacked into all news stations across the United States, and was threatening retaliation to Washington, D.C. However, this cannot be confirmed at this time. Police have arrived at the scene, and are currently dealing with this situation. As a result of this situation, the United States Homeland Security has placed all of Washington, D.C. on high alert, including putting the White House on lockdown until further notice. All roads within a half-mile radius of the White House have been closed to the public. The only people allowed in this area are police and emergency service officials. Do not enter the area under any circumstances. If you do so, you will be either arrested or held in detention without legal counsel. Additionally, this man is a notorious criminal who has committed violent crimes in the past, including assault, arson, murder, domestic violence, and possession of weapons. He is considered extremely armed and dangerous and should not be approached. He shows no remorse towards anyone, and will immediately kill you, or any other person he comes in contact with. He will essentially destroy everything and everyone in his path until his mission is complete. Rick Moore is supposedly looking for Frank Garrett, who is also a soundboard victim of prank calls, and he will not stop his killing spree until he finds Frank Garrett and kills him. As a precaution, all residents in Washington, D.C. are strongly advised to stay away from the White House at this time, and return home immediately. Ensure that all doors and windows are closed and locked, or even barricaded, to prevent this man from entering your home. If this man attempts to break into your home, use protection at all times, including deadly force. If you see this man anywhere near your local area, immediately call 911, but from a safe distance. Stay tuned for updates from local news outlets on this extremely dangerous situation.
This is CNN Breaking News.
This is CNN Breaking News. I'm your host, Chris Wallace. Tonight, we are witnessing a truly extraordinary and unsettling turn of events emanating from the White House at approximately 9:49 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The 46th President of the United States, Joseph Robinette Biden Jr., has shockingly resigned from office, plunging the nation into a state of bewilderment and speculation. The exact cause of President Biden's resignation remains a mystery, but initial reports suggest that he cited physical exhaustion and health concerns stemming from his age, 81, as contributing factors. Speculation and rumors have swirled, with some suggesting that Biden's health may be deteriorating, prompting his decision to step down. Others have posited that external pressures or even coercion may have played a role in his resignation. In a parallel development, Vice President Kamala Harris has also resigned, becoming the third Vice President in history to do so. The reasons behind Harris's resignation are equally enigmatic, further adding to the intrigue surrounding the situation. As news of Biden's resignation reverberates across the country, an investigation has been launched to probe potential criminal involvement that may have precipitated his departure. Law enforcement agencies are working tirelessly to uncover any evidence of wrongdoing or external influences that may have compelled the president to resign. In the wake of these unprecedented resignations, the presidential line of succession has been activated. Consequently, Speaker of the United States House of Representatives, Mike Johnson, has been swiftly sworn in as the 47th President of the United States. President Johnson will assume the responsibilities of the presidency and lead the nation until the 2024 presidential election, where he will face Republican nominee Donald J. Trump. President Johnson is expected to address the nation later tonight, providing insight into the circumstances surrounding Biden's resignation and outlining his vision for the future of the country. The sudden change in leadership has elicited a range of reactions from the American public, with some praising Biden as a dedicated leader and true hero, while others have criticized his tenure as weak and ineffective. Amidst the uncertainty surrounding Biden's health and the circumstances of his resignation, the president is scheduled to deliver a resignation speech to the nation at 10:45 p.m. tonight. This speech is anticipated to provide closure and clarity to the American people amidst this tumultuous time. In addition to the political upheaval in Washington, rumors and speculation have emerged on social media platforms, particularly Twitter, now known as X, linking the resignation of Joe Biden to the notorious serial killer Rick Moore. Moore, also known as Rick the Mullet Man, has terrorized multiple major cities in the United States, leading some to question whether he may have played a role in Biden's departure. However, these rumors remain unconfirmed and should be treated with caution. Tonight, January 24th, 2024, the resignation of Joe Biden makes him only the second president in U.S. history to resign from office since Richard Nixon on August 8, 1974, nearly 50 years ago. As this truly weird and unprecedented situation continues to unfold, CNN will remain steadfast in providing updates and analysis. Stay tuned for further developments on this evolving story. I'm Chris Wallace signing off.
My fellow Americans, tonight I stand before you with a heavy heart and a profound sense of duty to our nation. It is with deep regret and sadness that I announce my resignation as the 46th President of the United States. Leading this great country has been the honor of my lifetime. From the moment I took office, I have strived every day to uphold the values and principles that make America truly exceptional. Together we have faced countless challenges and celebrated triumphs, always guided by the belief that our best days lie ahead. However, as I reflect on my time in office, I must acknowledge the reality of the present moment. The demands of this office, coupled with the challenges of age and health, have led me to the difficult decision to step down. It is not a decision I make lightly, but one born out of a recognition of my limitations and a deep love for our country. I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to the American people for the trust and confidence you have placed in me. It has been the honor of my life to serve as your president, and I will always cherish the memories and experiences we have shared together. As I depart from this office, I am filled with hope for the future of our nation. I have every confidence in the resilience of our democracy and the strength of our people to overcome any challenge that lies ahead. I leave this office knowing that the presidency is in capable hands. I have full faith in President Mike Johnson, who has been sworn in to lead our country forward. I know he will serve with dedication and integrity, always putting the interests of the American people first. To my colleagues in government, I extend my deepest gratitude for your partnership and collaboration. Together we have accomplished much, and I am proud of the progress we have made on behalf of the American people. In closing, I want to thank my family for their unwavering support and sacrifice. They have stood by me through every trial and triumph, and I am forever grateful for their love and encouragement. As I depart from this office, I do so with a profound sense of gratitude and humility. May God bless you all, and may God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
My fellow Americans, tonight, I stand before you humbled and honored to assume the responsibilities of the presidency of the United States. While the circumstances that have brought me to this moment are unexpected and solemn, I am deeply committed to serving our great nation with integrity, dedication, and compassion. So I want to express my gratitude to President Joe Biden for his years of service to our country. His leadership and commitment to our values have left an indelible mark on America, and I wish him and his family all the best in the days ahead. As I take on the mantle of leadership, I recognize the challenges that lie before us. From the ongoing pandemic to economic uncertainty to the pressing need for unity and healing, our nation faces no shortage of obstacles. But I believe firmly in the resilience and strength of the American people, and I am confident that together we can overcome any challenge that comes our way. My administration will be guided by the principles of honesty, transparency, and accountability. We will work tirelessly to address the needs of all Americans, regardless of race, religion, or political affiliation. We will strive to build bridges of understanding and cooperation, both at home and abroad, recognizing that our strength as a nation lies in our diversity and our ability to come together in times of adversity. I understand the weight of the responsibilities that now rest upon my shoulders, and I do not take them lightly. But I also believe in the power of optimism and hope, and I am filled with confidence in the bright future that lies ahead for our country. Orchani, in the days and weeks to come, I will work tirelessly to earn the trust and confidence of the American people. I will listen to your concerns, I will fight for your interests, and I will always put the needs of our nation first. Together, let us embark on this journey with courage, determination, and a steadfast commitment to the ideals that have always made America the greatest nation on earth. May God bless you all, and may God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
My fellow citizens, I stand before you today with a heavy heart and a burdened soul. It is with profound remorse and regret that I confess to the atrocities I have committed. Yes, it was I, Rick Moore, who orchestrated the resignation of Joe Biden. It was I who unleashed unspeakable horrors upon New York City, Houston, Dayton, and Phoenix. I have brought pain and suffering upon innocent lives, and for that I am deeply sorry. There are no words to express the depth of my remorse, the anguish I feel for the lives I have destroyed and the families I have torn apart. I come to you now, not as a tyrant, but as a broken man seeking redemption. I surrender myself to the authorities, fully prepared to face the consequences of my actions. Whether it be life imprisonment or death, I accept it willingly, for I know that I deserve nothing less. I am not seeking forgiveness, for I know that forgiveness is not mine to ask for. I have committed unspeakable crimes, and I must face the consequences with dignity and humility. To the families of the victims, I offer my deepest apologies. I cannot undo the pain I have caused, but I promise to spend the rest of my days seeking redemption and working to make amends for the horrors I have unleashed. I stand before you now, a broken man, ready to accept whatever fate awaits me. Turn me over to the police, lock me up for life, or kill me dead if you must. I deserve it. May my surrender serve as a testament to the power of repentance and the possibility of redemption, even in the darkest of times. And may we all strive to build a world where such atrocities can never happen again. Thank you, and may God have mercy on my soul.
doing?
I'm doing alright, man. Can't complain. Just driving on the highway on my way home from work. It's beautiful out here, bro. It's just something about driving at night. It just hits different. Yeah, no.
Yeah, man, I feel you. Wait, you're on the highway. How far are you away from home?
Well, my job is in Worcester, and as you already know, I live in Boston. So I'm about an hour from home, but I have like 20 minutes left until I get there. So I'm almost close to home.
Oh, okay, Dave. Have you heard the breaking news?
Breaking news? Tom, I don't even play the radio in my truck. What's the news?
Joe Biden resigned.
Whoa, hold up. Joe Biden resigned.
Yes.
81-year-old Joe Biden.
Yeah.
The 46th President of the United States.
Yeah.
Resigned.
Yeah.
Stepped down.
Fucking yes, Dave. He shocked the world and stepped down as president.
Doesn't surprise me any. It was time for him to step down. The man is 81 years old. He wasn't mentally fit for the job. I'm not a supporter, and I know a lot of people don't like him, but I do wish him well and the best for his future endeavors. I do vote.
Dave, not only did that happen, but after the new president, Mark Johnson, addressed the nation and delivered a speech, the TVs and radios cuts to Rick Moore, you know, that deranged serial killer, and addressed the entire United States, that was he responsible for the resignation of Joe Biden, though he didn't say how he did it. He also said that he's ready to face the consequences of his actions, as he admitted everything he did, and he said that he was sorry and that he shouldn't be forgiven.
Well, he shouldn't be forgiven. All because you're tracking down a person who's not even alive. It's just beyond ridiculous to me. And honestly, Tom, the motherfucker shouldn't be in jail for life. There is no doubt in my mind he will be sentenced to death.
Yeah, most definitely. He gotta be sentenced to death. And I hope his actions eat him alive, and he gets the karma he deserves.
Yeah. Me too. Tom, hang on. Let me call you back. My son is calling.
All right.
Damn. Fuck. Can't I just enjoy driving in peace without any fucking interruptions? Get to it.
The following message is transmitted by the request of the Metropolitan Police Department. At approximately 11:56 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, SWAT teams successfully located and apprehended a suspect in a black 2000 Dodge Ram 1500, parked at a mobile gas station parking lot in Washington, D.C. The suspect has been confirmed to be Rick Moore, the notorious serial killer responsible for causing chaos and destruction across the United States in many major cities, including Kansas City, Missouri, Oklahoma City, Little Rock, Memphis, New York City, Phoenix, Houston, Columbus, and Dayton. Moore's reign of terror has come to an end as he is now in custody. All residents are hereby informed that it is safe to resume your normal daily activities. The Metropolitan Police Department urges everyone to remain vigilant and report any suspicious activities. The Metropolitan Police Department would like to thank you for the cooperation and assistance of all residents during this emergency. Emergency broadcast will now be handed over to state and local officials.
Finally, the nightmare is over. Rick Moore, the monstrous serial killer who spread terror across the United States, has been captured and brought to justice. Cities like Kansas City, Missouri, Little Rock, Oklahoma City, Memphis, Phoenix, and Dayton, though scarred by the trauma inflicted by his hands, have slowly started to heal and return to some semblance of normalcy. But for New York City and Houston, the devastation is irreparable. Reduced to ashes and a radioactive wasteland respectively, they serve as grim reminders of the horrors unleashed by Rick Moore. The bustling streets of New York now lie silent, while Houston remains a desolate landscape unfit for habitation for thousands of years to come. Rick faced the consequences of his actions and was sentenced to death. On January 2, 2030, justice was served as he met his end in the electric chair. However, amidst the closure, a perplexing mystery remains. How did Rick manage to manipulate events to force the resignation of Joe Biden, our former president? It's a question that may forever remain unanswered, shrouded in the depths of uncertainty. Yet even in the face of such darkness, there is hope. Communities rally together, resilient in the aftermath of tragedy, determined to rebuild and forge a brighter future. Though the scars of the past may linger, they serve as a testament to the strength of the human spirit and the unwavering resolve to overcome even the darkest of times. And as we move forward, we hold on to the belief that even amidst the ashes, new beginnings can emerge, paving the way for healing and renewal.
Listen up, you worthless masses. I am Rick Moore, the bringer of death, the architect of despair, and I have a confession to make. It was I who orchestrated the resignation of Joe Biden. It was I who unleashed hell upon New York City, Houston, Dayton, and Phoenix. And now I stand before you, ready to unleash a final act of destruction upon this cursed world. You see, I've come to realize that there is no escaping the darkness that consumes me. No amount of violence or chaos can fill the void that gnaws at my soul. And so I've made a decision to end it all, once and for all. Oh, but I won't go quietly into the night. No, I'll take every last one of you down with me. I have hundreds of nuclear weapons at my disposal, and I won't hesitate to use them on every U.S. state and territory. Say goodbye to the world as you know it, for soon it will be nothing but a smoldering wasteland. As for you, Frank Garrett, hiding in your little corner of the world, you thought you could escape my wrath, but you were wrong. You will pay the price for your sins just like the rest of humanity. So go ahead, run and hide. Pray for salvation if you must, but know this, there is no escape from me. I am the end of all things, the final reckoning, and when I'm through with this world, there won't be a soul left standing. See you in hell, my fellow inhabitants of this doomed world, and may God have mercy on you all, for I know I will find none.
It's over. The once proud and mighty United States has been utterly decimated, brought to its knees by the madness of one man, Richard Lee Moore, better known as Rick Moore, the deranged serial killer turned nuclear terrorist. With around 300 nuclear warheads at his disposal, Rick unleashed unimaginable devastation upon the entire nation, leaving nothing but desolation in his wake. Cities once bustling with life now lie in ruins, their inhabitants vaporized in an instant, their buildings reduced to rubble. As the dust settles and the radioactive fallout spreads, those lucky enough to have survived are faced with a grim reality. With the land rendered forever uninhabitable, there is little hope for the future. Food and resources are scarce, and starvation looms on the horizon for those who managed to escape the initial destruction. The legacy of Rick Moore is one of unparalleled horror, a dark chapter in the history of humanity that can never be forgotten. The United States, once a beacon of hope and opportunity, now exists only in memory, a tragic reminder of the depths to which mankind can sink. As the survivors struggle to eke out an existence in a world devoid of hope, they are left to ponder the unfathomable question, how could one man wield such power and unleash such unspeakable suffering upon his fellow human being? But in the end, there are no answers, only sorrow and despair. The story of the United States, once a tale of triumph and resilience, now ends in tragedy, a stark reminder of the fragility of civilization in the face of unprecedented evil.